Hi everyone, Craig from Flying Wheels. Today I have a 2011 EcoBoost F150. The problem I'm having here, I've read a lot about having the same problem in the 5 liters as well. When I turn the ignition on, I'm not getting any cranking. So I do have full power. The engine is not turning over, it's not cranking, nothing's happening. We did obviously try to jump the starter to see if there's any power there. With the starter turning, it still wouldn't start. So it was turning over, but it still wasn't starting. So we've checked all the fuses in the fuse boxes. Obviously, we made sure the battery had the correct voltage, and we're still moving forward from here. I'll show you right now what the symptoms are. So we're in the truck now. It almost seems like an immobilizer. So I'm going to lock the vehicle, and I'm going to unlock it. Put the key. I will put the key in the ignition. When I turn it on, I get full power. Everything lights up. Nothing happens, not even a click. And you'll see when I turn the key with the ignition on, it actually doesn't even shift out of gear. It will every once in a while for me, but I can't even get it out of gear right now. I can't even get it out of park. If I reset it, lock, unlock, put the key in again, then I can shift it. Once I try here, it won't allow me to lock it in park. Now I'll try to put it in neutral. It still won't start. So I'm still not getting anything. Okay, so we got our F150 running. I did buy a neutral safety switch just in case it was that, but rather than spending the $65 for a neutral safety switch and having to install it, I went a little bit farther with the diag. I checked all the fuses in the fuse panel. I did jump the starter, and with jumping the starter, it was spinning, but it was cranking, but it wasn't turning over. So now we know it's not the starter. We know I don't think it's the neutral safety switch because it's cranking over. And also with the neutral safety switch, a lot of times we can put the shifter into neutral, and from there, it'll start, and it wasn't doing that either. So I have a specialist. That I call when I get to the point where I can't diag any further. There's a point where my labor, I can just keep putting money and time into labor, or pay somebody that specifically knows what they're doing per vehicle and has the right equipment to check it. So on this one, he actually found, I have a remote starter with this F-150. He found the remote starter actually shorted out the immobilizer and the security system. So even though I was locking and unlocking it, the remote starter had shorted everything out. So all he did was unplug the remote starter, and as soon as he unplugged the remote starter, the truck turned right on. So I showed you how to check the neutral safety switch. Put it in neutral, see if it starts in neutral. If it starts in neutral, it's most likely the neutral safety switch. Jump the starter down at bottom. If it doesn't crank, you most likely have an immobilizer problem. If it doesn't crank, it just clicks, most likely a starter problem. Obviously, in the fuse box, do check all your fuses and your leads. That's an easy check for you anyway. Hey, I hope this video was helpful because it worked for me. It cost me $300 to have the guy come out, so hopefully you got to learn a little bit for free. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up if it's at all useful for you. Make sure you subscribe for more car stuff, fun car knowledge that I have and I'll share with you. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you later in the next video.